Betsy Faria was dying of cancer. Her friend Kathleen Meyer says Betsy had just come to terms with it. Her pain comforted, knowing her family would get a $150,000 payout from a life insurance policy.
Policies that will take care of my husband and my daughters. She said, so when I die, they will be well taken care of.
That was Betsy, always thinking of others. And she had also been trying to raise money for other cancer victims with the help of another friend, Pam Hupp.
This was going to be a legacy for her to leave something like this behind in her memory.
Kathleen Meyer claims Betsy and Pam had been going door to door looking for donations. But court records show that just 4 days before Betsy was murdered, the two took an unusual detour that would also raise some money for Hupp. Betsy and Pam went to Winghaven Library together. There, they had a librarian witness them signing a change of beneficiary form for Betsy's life insurance policy. The new beneficiary for that $150,000 policy, Pam Hupp.
It didn't make any sense to me at all. I had no knowledge of this until the insurance company was investigating the payout.
Less than a month after the murder, a detective gave the go-ahead to the insurance company to pay Pam Hupp. But months later, that same detective would ask Hupp in a follow-up interview why none of that money had been turned over to Betsy's family.
You now have this money and have not turned any of this money over to the family or the kids.
That's correct.
That's a huge problem. Betsy has told you that she wants you to hold on to this money to make sure that the family, the girls are taken care of, yet they haven't seen a dime of that money. You still have it.
Surprisingly, the jury in Russ Faria's murder trial never saw this police interview. In fact, the jury was told to leave when Hupp testified about the insurance money. The judge never allowed that testimony to be used in the trial. The detective asked again about the day of the murder. Betsy was at chemo that afternoon. Court records indicate Hupp unexpectedly showed up at treatment to take Betsy home. Hupp told the court they arrived at Betsy's home after 7 p.m. Shortly afterwards, according to court records, Betsy's daughter called her several times, but Mom did not pick up. Hupp told police she was gone by then. Listen on this audio tape recorded the morning after the murder.
We called my husband when we got there.
And you called him for what reason?
To tell him we were there. I don't really drive at night too much.
Did you go inside?
No.
First, she said no. Then, a major case squad investigator asked again.
So did you ever actually go inside the house?
I did. Well, we just went in. She turned on the hall light.
Police asked about another call Hupp made at 7:27 p.m.
I'm trying to think which one I called.
You called her when you got home?
I called Betsy to tell her I was home.
But cell phone records show that a 7:27 call pinged north of Troy in the area of the Faria home. I talked to Hupp at her front door right after the trial. I asked her if she remembered hearing Betsy's phone ring when her daughter was calling.
Betsy doesn't not pick up many calls.
Right, so I was
She
just
had
wondering
the
why she
DJ
didn't pick
business.
up those.
That I can't answer. Maybe either we were in her bedroom then. I don't know. I don't know where her phone was. I never even heard any calls. I don't know if I left right before she got a call. I don't know. Like I told them, I wasn't expecting for police to come to my door that next morning, so I wasn't taking notes.
She also sounded uncertain during this videotaped re-interview about how she left Betsy.
I think originally you told investigators that when you left, Betsy was laying on the couch. Is that correct?
I know she was on the couch because she was going to put in a movie. She was going to watch a movie.
When talking to Hupp at her door, she told me the major case squad did not seize much from her to test as evidence.
And they took the clothing you said you wore.
Right.
And then did they look at the car?
I don't know if they did or not.
Police apparently didn't consider Hupp a serious suspect, and there were more surprises to come. In order to make a case against Russ Faria, prosecutors made surprising new allegations in closing statements. They convinced a jury this was an evil plan plotted by 5 people playing a fantasy role-play game. Coming up, 4 alibi witnesses claiming Russ Faria was with them when Betsy was murdered, now challenging prosecutors and police to tell the truth or come and get them.
If we're guilty of something, we should be arrested.